Hey guys, Shane here at CrossFit Jeff, helping you go further, faster in fitness. And today I want to talk to you on Shane Talks all about opportunity. One of the quotes that I've been talking about this week is luck does not exist. What does exist is placing yourself in a position of opportunity. And from that, you mysteriously get lucky, right? So one of the concepts I've been dealing with for myself is that sometimes you look around and it looks like other people are lucky. Other people are just walking in to some finances, job opportunities, relationships. They seem to just be walking in and being so lucky to all of these things, and they are just mysteriously being able to be given so many things. And yet, when you look closer and when you do realize that this sometimes happens to you from the outer, you realize that luck was never involved, and all that really was involved was placing yourself in an opportunity or a position, for opportunity. You placed yourself in the right position for opportunity to come to you. And what I want you to think about this week and after this Shane Talks is how can you place yourself in more opportunity? How can you put yourself in a position where opportunity is just finding you left, right, and center? Now, this thought for me came up just the other day on a Saturday. It's come up 2 Saturdays in a row, actually. And both Saturdays that this has come up, I have promised myself, I think it was Saturday or Sunday, regardless, one of the weekends, and I believe Saturday. And I remember going to bed thinking, tomorrow morning when the alarm goes off, you will get up an hour and a half before you have to start work. You'll go into the gym and you'll do a workout. And I'm motivated at night. I'm pumped up. I'm G'd up. I'm ready to go. Everything is aligned. You know, my uniform for work is out and ready to go. My clothes for training is there. My towel, all the stuff I need to get ready after work is there. It's all ready to go. And then the alarm goes off at 5:50. Gives me 10 minutes to get up, go to the bathroom, get my clothes on, head into the gym. That means I'll get to the gym just after 6:15. That'll give me till about 7:15 to train, 15 minutes to shower. I'm ready to start the workout for the class and coaching and doing my job at 7:30. All aligned. Alarm goes off. I get up, I walk to the bathroom, I go to the toilet, and in that amount of time, I was able to talk myself out of training, talk myself out of pushing myself and getting what I wanted from the day. I took away my position of opportunity. In that moment, I decided that I wasn't going to position myself so that opportunity could find me. I decided to go back to bed. From my bed, nothing good is really going to happen. Well, nothing that involves opportunity. Sleep might happen, that's great. But at the same time, we're thinking, moving forward, bigger picture. You know, if I was to, instead of going back to bed and sleeping, I would be able to position myself for opportunity for better improved body composition gains, health gains, fitness gains, psychological improvements, which God knows I need a lot there in my training to make me feel good every week. So without it, I actually feel worse. So I had dropped the position of opportunity. I had decided that I was going to move myself from a position of opportunity and put myself below that. And then guess what finds you when you do that? Nothing. No opportunity. And so I went to the bathroom. I managed to talk myself out of going into train. It only took about 3 or 4 minutes to do that. It wasn't very hard. It was cold. It was a Saturday. I'd been awake every single day that week before 5. And I thought, the extra 30, 40 minutes of sleep will do me good. Here's the other thing I want to talk about, and I'll continue with this point, but just remember, making a decision from the comfort of your own bed is never going to be a good one. Like if you're making a decision whether or not you should train from the comfort of your own bed, whether your head is on the pillow and you are wrapped up in your blankets and you're warm, the answer is always going to be to stay here longer. I mean, it's just such a more appealing thing to be doing, is to sleeping in your comfortable bed and your pillow and your blanket. So don't ask your mind to make a decision while you're wrapped up in your blankets. If you really didn't want to train that day, you should be asking that question from the car after you're ready. You get up, you get all your stuff together, you go sit in the car, and then you ask that question, should I train or do I want to train today? And if the answer is still no, and you still do not want to do that, then you get out of the car and you can go back to bed. But asking that question from the comfort of your own bed is always going to lead to go back to sleep. So there's that one other point. But what I did in this moment is I got out of bed and I went to the bathroom, talked myself out of it, went back to bed, reset my alarm for 6:40, which is another 45 odd minutes worth of sleep. And I laid there and I could not for the life of me get out of my head the fact that I was not positioning myself for opportunities. I was not putting myself in a position where opportunity would be attracted to me, where I was going to get something from it. It was quite frustrating, and I kept thinking and thinking and thinking, and time went by. It was now 6:05. I woke up at 5:50, and now it's 6:05, and I'm still thinking about it. And I thought, Shane, if you're going to lay here the entire morning thinking about this, then it's best you go into the gym and you do something. So I did. I got up, put my socks and shoes on, went into the gym, and on the gym floor, when I was on the gym floor, I'm actually still contemplating not training, and I'm thinking, I've done all this work to get here. I'm now in the gym, and I'm now trying to position myself so that I find opportunity in my body composition goals. Look, I've got goals for the way I want to look and the way I want to feel, and I train mostly to feel a certain way, but secondly, I still want to look good, right? I still want to train so that I look good. So I'm on the gym floor, and then all that's going through my head in that moment is, why even bother? What is this round or this set on the skier, these calories burnt today? What is it going to give you today? You're not going to get your goal today. It's a waste of time. I kept talking to myself very negatively, very harshly. You train so hard, you put this work in, and this is what you've got to show for it. This is the physique you've got to show for it. These are the muscles you've built with a decade of training. This is the fitness that you've gotten with a decade of training. And I started to get really down on myself and really bummed out and emotional. And I started to think, yeah, all that might be true. Like, this is the level that I've achieved. This is my form at the moment for all the hours and all of the reps and sets and all of the weights I've lifted. This is what I look like. This is how my fitness is. This is how I feel today. Yes, that's true. But imagine if I listened to this voice every day. Imagine if I had listened to this voice today and then tomorrow and then the next day, and I listened to that voice more times than I didn't, then I would have so much less than what was looking at me in that moment. What was there, what was built would be way less than ever before because of that negative voice. And I thought, how many other times in my life have I let a voice like that dictate what I do and dictate my choice? How many other things in life, relationship, business decisions, friendship decisions, financial decisions, have I let that stupid negative voice dictate my direction in life and not taking control instead? I mean, yeah, it had a point. That voice had a point. These reps and these sets and this 1,000 meters on the ski and these 700 odd calories that I'm going to burn this morning won't make a direct difference today in the short term. Today, I'm not going to see any of my returns from that hard work. But where I do see it is 10 years down the track. And my last video was about me being fit and strong to be able to be fit and strong for my little girl, Quinn, when she's 21, when I can go and train with her and not have to hold back because, I'm 50 and I can't do a set of squats or I can't run 10Ks. That would be really upsetting to me. That was my last video. And so if I listen to that voice on that Saturday or Sunday morning, and I agreed with it, and it was like, Shane, what are you getting from this 1,000 meters on the bike or 1,000 meters on the ski it was at the time, and some 45 clean and jerks? Yeah, I wasn't getting paid like at the end of that session. I wasn't being given anything. But when you put them together and when you stack them weekend after weekend after year after decade, you start to actually see that you get a lot more and that you do really achieve some things. And although it might not be, I might not have the best physique, and I look at my physique and I think, oh wow, I've still got a long way to go to achieve the look I would be happy with. But then I think, if I hadn't started a decade ago, I would have even further to go. I'd have 2 decades to go, 3 decades to go before I even got to here. So Every single session you do is important, guys. Every single thing that you do that positions you for opportunity is important. And every time you make the harder decision that is right, it is always going to lead in a positive direction. And it might not show you directly. You might not see that straight away, but you will at some point, after doing it for long enough, be in a position of opportunity. And I actually read something this morning, and although the guy kind of frustrates me a little bit, there was a Logan Paul thing. And he, 6 years ago, said to himself that every day and every night of every morning, and every night, he said to himself in the mirror, and he didn't know how he was going to achieve it, but he was going to be one of the biggest entertainers in the world. And the guy just got like $64 million from fighting some celebrity boxing match, and he's been one of the world's biggest YouTubers and been crushing it left, right, and center. But he did that enough. He put himself in enough opportunities, or he positioned himself to be ready for opportunity. He did the things he needed to do every single day, and he got it. And it's a great example, great reminder of exactly where my head's at, and I'm thinking in the right direction. That if I wake up every day and I think to myself, how can I position myself today to get more opportunities thrown at me, and then when they are thrown at me, they stick to me like glue, then what can I do and how can I do it to be ready for it? Because if I decide to put my head back down on that pillow and lay in my bed and choose not to share that story with others and show people and tell them about, the journey that I went on that morning, then I'm not really positioning myself for any opportunity. I'm positioning myself for 40 minutes of extra sleep. And so on that note, guys, I want you to think about it. Where are you taking your position of opportunity away? Is it with your diet? Is it with your relationships, finances, work, your family? Where are you deciding to play small? Where are you deciding to give in? Where are you listening to that negative mind, that inner mind dialogue that's just going over and over again, that just keeps talking you out of what you really should be doing? So this week, if you can, in comments, if there's a way to comment, if it's the podcast, you can't do that. But if you're watching this on Instagram or you're visualizing this on YouTube, leave a comment. Let me know, where this week are you going to position yourself for opportunity? Until next time, guys, I'm going to leave it there, and hopefully I will see you in the gym. See ya.